Hi guys, welcome home. Um, so a couple of things that I need to talk about before I start talking about like the beginning of the story. First, there is someone who uses welcome home on her channel already, like a real YouTuber with like actual subscribers and stuff. So yeah, that's not original. As well as, I have notes here, so if I forget what I have to say, and there was something else, but I forgot. So, we're just going to carry right on. So, today we're going to be talking about a true crime case, and the case is Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander. There's no real, like, title. So, yeah. But because I don't really like to talk about, like, the life of before, like, you know, like, the tea happens, because I just think it makes, like, the video too much longer. It doesn't really, like, do anything for me when I watch videos like that. So I'm just going to pick up the day that Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander meet. So Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander meet in 2006 in Las Vegas, while Travis is inspirationally speaking and Jodi is in a relationship. I don't know what she was doing there. Sorry. So yeah, my background is getting way loud. I'm so sorry. So anyways, so they meet in 2006 in Las Vegas, and Travis, when they meet, is a very devout Mormon. He doesn't drink coffee, he doesn't cuss, everything that a Mormon does, he does. And everything a Mormon doesn't do, he doesn't do. So, after they meet, Jodi quickly becomes Mormon and gets breast implants and decides that she no longer wants to have sex with the man that she's already in a relationship with. She tells him that they're not married and thus they don't need to have sex. Like, she wants to save herself for her husband. Ish. But, so he quickly leaves her and moves out, and, like, it's no more tea there. So, despite the fact that Travis is a devout Mormon, about a week after they started talking, they started having sex. So, yeah. They were really toxic for each other, really bad for each other, according to what I've heard and what I've read, but they were really attracted to each other, so they just kind of like did it anyways. They were like, who cares? So when they meet, Jodi lives in California and Travis lives in Arizona, but later Jodi ends up moving to Arizona and gets baptized, but she gets baptized in California, so I said that backwards, my bad. But she gets baptized in California and then moves to Mesa to live closer to Travis. But after moving, Jodi became super obsessive and controlling, and Travis didn't really like that because he was kind of like, you're kind of like my side hoe, like my side piece. We're not even like dating. Like, we're just kind of having sex. Like, there's nothing more to this. So because of that, Jodi gets really upset. But they kind of like blow it over. Everything's fine. They don't, it's fine. So then, I'm a girl. So then, Jodi goes through Travis's phone, and after going through his phone, finds messages between him and about 40 other people talking about seeing each other, being together, just basically him talking to other females. So, because of this, she gets mad and they break up. I'm sorry, my dog's right here. But anyways, so they break up, but they continue to have sex, and Travis was still dating other women, but Jodi was there in his bed at night, healthy. But during this time, because Travis is dating other women and she's getting jealous, Jodi's getting more and more jealous, she slashes his tires and started sending threatening emails to Travis and the other women that she found messages between, like, him and her through, and other women. And then she was basically stalking him and would try to take pictures of him anytime she saw him with, like, another person, like, that wasn't her. So the whole time, Travis, you're right, like, a girl just slashed my tires. I'm gonna stop talking to her. No, they continue to have a relationship. Great choice, Trav. Really. So anyways, after a while, Jodi hacks Travis's Facebook. And this is a huge issue with Travis, and he breaks everything off, and is like, I don't want you in my life, you don't need to be in my life, you don't need, you know, we're not together, we were never together, we're done, like, period. That's it. Done. You know? So Jodi moves back to California, and they continue talking until, oh, just kidding, no. She just moves back to California and to live with her grandparents. So, on June 3rd, 2008, Jodi rents a car and drives out to Travis's house, where they spent the day having sex, hanging out, and taking pictures. And the next day, Jodi drives back to California, drops off the car that she rented, and leaves it at that. Well, then a few days later, friends hadn't seen Travis in days, and even the roommate hadn't, and so the friends go to the house where Travis lives, knock on the door, and are like, where's Travis? And the roommate is kind of like, oh no, like, Travis is out of town, like he went out of town, I haven't seen him. So everybody's kind of like, wait, no, that's not true, because he hasn't been texting anybody back. So they go into his room, they open the door with the lock, they unlock the door, open it, and there they find him in his shower, like dead, in the shower, with blood all around him. So then they call the cops come, and the cops start, like, finding, you know, like, investigating. So they find Travis with a gunshot in his head and about 30 stab wounds. And a camera. They find a camera. So they take the camera back to, like, you know, like, the office, and, like, they search off of it, and they find photos of Jodi with Travis, and going through the pictures, one of the, like, last ones is a picture, it's, like, pictures of, like, them in sexual positions, them doing this, them doing that, and then it starts to get to the last couple pictures, and it shows her taking pictures of him in the shower, where he, like, didn't know, and then, like, one of the last pictures of him alive, like, the last picture of him alive, is a picture of him, and he looks so scared, there's fear in his eyes, and yeah. And then there's more, like, 2 more photos of him that seem to be taken accidentally of his dead body. So, let's go back and talk about the wounds on Travis. So, the wounds on Travis, there was about 30 stab wounds and 1 gunshot wound, and it was determined that the first stab wound would have killed him, because it went through his chest and into his heart, and then then he was shot in the head, and then there was 27 more stab wounds, which is, like, a lot of anger to take out on a body, on a person. So quickly, obviously, police find Jodi, because of the camera and the pictures and everything. And at first, Jodi's like, oh my god, I haven't seen him in a month, I don't know what you're talking about, I haven't seen him in so long, like, we stopped talking. And the cops are quickly to be like, you're a liar, look at these pictures, look at the timestamp. But you haven't seen him in months, but you're in these pictures with him? Okay. So, obviously, like, she has to fess up. So then, she says that, oh no, you're right. Okay, you're right. I was there. Basically, though, what happened was, I was minding my business, doing my thing, and somebody breaks into the house. It's a woman and a man, and they're wearing all black, they're dressed like ninjas. Yeah, they break into the house. And then I ran, and then Travis tells me to run as far as I can to try to get away, to try to get help. So I go, and I run, because that's what he told me to do. And just as the woman picks up the gun to shoot me, I'm running, and I leave, and I get out of there. And then, so, you know, I obviously got away, and I just didn't know what to, like, tell anybody. I just didn't think I should say anything, because I didn't want to be a victim, and I didn't want them to come after me. Believable, right? But the cops kind of don't believe her. They're kind of like, yeah, okay, sure, buddy, whatever you say. So then, she's arrested and indicted and everything. So, while trying to keep up, like, this persona or this facade of, like, I didn't do it, I'm so innocent, I don't know what you mean, you know? She writes his grandma a letter, and his grandma kind of raised him and his brother or sister, I forgot, because his parents were drug addicts, so, like, they couldn't, so, like, Travis was technically, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, Travis's grandma was, like, his mom. So, trying to play like this morning girlfriend act. She had flowers delivered for him. She played just like the morning girlfriend role. She just cried about everything. She just, you know, swore she didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Ah, la 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 la. It was these people who broke in. You gotta find the people who broke in. La 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 la. Right? So on July 9th, 2008, mind you, this July or June? Yeah, on June 9th, 2008. Remind you, this is like 6 days apart. Jodi's birthday. She was arrested for murder, and in September, she was extradited to Arizona to stand trial for Travis's murder. At the beginning, she said that she wanted to defend herself, but then halfway through the trial, she was like, no, I lied. I'm not competent enough to do this, so she gets a public defender. And her public defenders in already tell her to vote not guilty. And she claims that she's not guilty due to self-defense. Yes. So far she's said 3 stories. First she says, I didn't know, I haven't been with him, I haven't seen him. And the cops were like, but you have. So then she was like, oh, well, people broke in, you know, they killed him. And now she's saying that not only did they not break in, and not only has she seen him, but the third story is, I was trying to defend myself. 31 stab wounds is trying to defend yourself? Okay. So anyways, Jodi pleaded self-defense and claimed that Travis was verbally, physically, and sexually abusive. So the trial lasted 18 days, and what Jodi says let me try this again, I'm so sorry. What Jodi says happened with Travis is that the day he died, she dropped his camera, and he said something about even a 5-year-old could hold a camera. So because she dropped the camera, he flew into a rage, and out of fear, she grabbed his gun and shot him, despite forensic evidence proving that he had been stabbed in the heart and then shot and then stabbed 27 more times. So, yeah, that was like a big lie. So then, after this, a ton of evidence comes forward about how she literally premeditated every part of his murder, about how she thought about every single thing, which is the next bit. So there was a ton of planning that she did to avoid being caught, like dyeing her hair, renting a car, and staging a break-in at her grandparents' house to steal the gun. So she, yes, made it look like their house got broken into so that she could steal the gun to kill him. As well as using the rent-a-car car, she put in gas tanks in the back of it so that she could just refill like the gas like that, like through a gas tank instead of going to a gas station, so that there was no paper trail that connected her from California to Arizona. She removed the front license plate of this rented car and flipped the back one upside down so that nobody could read what the license plate like really said. She's really thinking, you know? So the prosecution is kind of like, hello. 30 wounds proves that there was anger in his death. This was not somebody who broke in and decided to kill him out of pure whatever. And we know that she killed him. Like, she's admitted it now. So they proved that it was not self-defense because there was 30 wounds to one, like, self-defense kill. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make sense. So when Jodi was found guilty, the courtroom, like, cheered, and then she was sentenced to live in prison without the chance of parole, which is where she is now. So, that story is a lot to, like, divulge, or digest, I guess. Basically, what we learn is that you look crazy if you, are crazy. I don't really know how to finish this video, to be honest, because, like, that's the end of the case. So, tell me what you guys thought in the comment section below, and, yeah, feel free to like and comment. Subscribe, other real YouTuber things. Thank you guys, bye.